A woman was woken up by a sharp tearing pain in her lower body. When she looked up, she realized she was locked in a car trunk. She didn't know what had happened, but just as she was about to jump out of the car, she was horrified to find that her legs were completely numb. She tried to quickly crawl out of the trunk, but as soon as she poked her head out of the car, Lisa saw a man in a black suit walking toward her. Before she could figure out what was going on, a phone rang from a nearby trash bag. Realizing it might be her phone, Lisa quickly reached into the trash bag while looking back to check on the man's movements. Luckily, just a second before he got to her, she successfully grabbed her phone. Lisa quickly played dead in the trunk, successfully fooling the man who had a pistol tucked into his waistband. After taking a swig of hard liquor, the man carelessly slammed the trunk shut. Then, Lisa heard the roar of the car engine. However, before she could figure out the situation, a message popped up on her phone. Lisa quickly called her boyfriend, trying to figure out what was going on, but after waiting for a long time, he still didn't pick up. In despair, Lisa struggled to open the trunk, but then her pregnant sister suddenly called. She quickly answered and urgently told her sister about her situation.
Du musst mal auf, du musst mir helfen. Ich werde in einem Koffer aufgefallen. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie ich hier reingekommen bin und vor allem weiß ich nicht, wo Enno ist. Ich habe einfach wahnsinnig Angst, dass ihm was passiert ist. Du musst uns bitte helfen, bitte.
Ist los, hier jemand zu
Die Polizei soll nach mir suchen. Ich schicke dir einen Standort, ja?
Her sister actually thought Lisa was joking and even mocked her, saying the joke wasn't funny at all. This angered Lisa so much that she hung up the phone. She then quickly dialed 911, but in despair, the phone suddenly lost its signal. This might be the most heartbreaking thing in the world. However, in her despair, Lisa suddenly found her sports camera next to her. She quickly picked it up to check the footage. She was horrified to discover that when she and her boyfriend were on a picnic yesterday, a gun was suddenly pointed into the car, and then she was given an anesthetic shot. Seeing this, Lisa was terrified. Could she have been kidnapped? But before she could figure it out, her father suddenly called. Seeing that the phone had a signal, she quickly hung up on her father and then urgently dialed 911.
Polizeinotruf, Kühner?
Ich bin in einem Kofferraum gefangen. Ich brauche Ihre Hilfe, bevor das Ganze wieder weg ist. Ich bin entführt worden.
Sind Sie verletzt?
Lisa quickly told the operator about her situation and asked them to track her phone's location.
Marlina, weißt du, wo sich der Wagen jetzt gerade befindet?
Könnt ihr nicht mein Handy orten?
Nee, leider nicht. Wir sehen immer nur den nächsten Mobilfunkmast in deiner Umgebung. Deswegen ist es extrem wichtig, dass du so lange wie möglich in der Leitung bleibst und versuchst, uns einen genauen Standort durchzugeben.
Lisa couldn't pinpoint her location. Now she could only hope for the police to help, but they could only track cell towers, so finding the car Lisa was in would be like finding a needle in a haystack. Just then, Lisa's father called again. Taking advantage of the signal, Lisa quickly answered, but before she could tell him about her ordeal, her father asked if she had been kidnapped. He had received a text message telling him to prepare $500,000 immediately, or his daughter would be dead in a matter of minutes. Knowing it was a kidnapping for ransom, Lisa finally felt relieved. Her father was a wealthy man, so any problem that could be solved with money wasn't a problem. Her father carefully instructed her not to call the police, or the kidnappers would kill her. He was going to prepare the cash. After hanging up, Lisa finally breathed a relief of sigh. If it was just a kidnapping for ransom, then it was a false alarm. However, as the car bounced, Lisa suddenly discovered that blood was continuously gushing from her waist for some reason. As a doctor, she had a bad feeling. When she took out her lighter to check, she was horrified to find that her kidney had been stolen, and the gaping wound was bleeding non-stop.